Today we're going to write a story, and I'm going to write a story today about about Dazzy, my silly dog. So here's Daz. You want to look, and we're going to look and see what we can say about Dazzy. Dazzy has really big ears. She has big eyes. She has a collar on with a flower and a little bell. The reason we have the bell is so that we can hear her when she's walking around and we know where she is because she's so little that we don't want to step on her. So, Dazzy also likes this. These are some little dog treats. Let's see if she wants it. Not yet. So, Dazzy likes her dog treats, and Dazzy also loves to sleep. Her favorite place to sleep is on the couch, and she has a big fluffy blanket that she likes to sleep in. So I'm going to bring her over, and let's see if I can show you how she likes to sleep. So this is her big fluffy blanket, and she likes to sleep all covered up. So usually I'll cover her up, and she likes to sleep all covered up. Right now she's looking for a treat that she thinks is in her blanket. So we're going to write a story today about Dazzy. So I want you to think about something that you want to write a story about. So this can be a funny story. It can be a real story or a pretend story, something that couldn't happen. So a fantasy, a pretend story. And so I want you to think, do you want to write about one of your friends? Do you want to write about maybe an animal that you wish would talk and you could write about the animal? So I want you to get, Mrs. Hoffman gave you just some plain white paper. This is kind of blue paper. If you don't have this paper that was in your packet, you can use some regular, sometimes moms and dads call it computer paper. So I want you to get 4 pieces of paper. You could use colored paper if you would like, any paper that you have in your house. So you're going to get 4 pieces of paper, you're going to put them together, and you're going to staple them on the side. And we're going to write today, but we're going to write this way. So this will be our title page. And then we're going to make our pages go up like this. And we're going to write on this. So we have a bigger space to write our sentences down here and then our pictures here. So I'm going to think about Dazzy, and sorry, Mrs. Hoffman's allergies are bad today. I'm going to call my book Dazzy the Dog. So I'm going to write the title, Dazzy the Dog. I'm going to write the title on the top part of my paper. So if you want to write with me and we'll write about Dazzy, you can do it with me, or you can do it about anything else you would like. So you're going to make a title, and on the bottom you're going to put the words by, B-Y, and you're going to do 2 dots, one on top of the other. That's called a form of punctuation. I'm not going to worry about telling you what it's called because you just need to make those dots. That separates your name from the word by. And I'm going to write by Mrs. Hoffman. I am the author and the illustrator. Hey, if you're doing Dazzy's story with me, go ahead and write your name. So I'm going to think about some things. What do I want to say about Dazzy? Do I want to pretend like she's going on an adventure? Or do I want to tell some things about her and what she likes to do during the day? I think that I'm going to pretend that Dazzy went on an adventure. So I'm going to start out. We want a beginning, we want a middle, and we want an end. If you are thinking about just telling about your pet, remember that's an informational book. So you could write information about your pet, information about your friends, information about your family. You can also do an information book. Mine's going to be a pretend or a fantasy story about Dazzy. And I think that we could say Dazzy goes looking for a special treat. So my story starts out, Dazzy's looking for a treat. So I'm going to write, Dazzy is looking for a treat. I have 6 words. I'm going to start at the bottom part of my paper. And I'm not going to write really big. I want you to write about the same size that Mrs. Hoffman is. Dazzy is looking for a treat. If you're writing the same story as Mrs. Hoffman, go ahead and stop the video and write that sentence. Then I want to add some more because I want to tell some more. I want to have more sentences on my page. So I'm going to say, Dazzy is looking for a treat. She likes treats. So my next sentence I'm going to write, she likes treats. And I'm also going to put a period at the end of that sentence. So I have 2 sentences on my page. I want you to try and do 2 sentences. Dazzy is looking for a treat. She likes treats. Now, Mrs. Hoffman's going to draw the pictures today, and I will show you the pictures tomorrow. So if you want to write a story and you want to share your book with me, have your mom or your dad or whoever's at home with you, have them video you and read your story to Mrs. Hoffman. So the first page is, Dazzy is looking for a treat. She likes treats. Now we could say that Dazzy's looking in lots of different places for her treats. So we can say, Dazzy looks everywhere for treats. So here's my first sentence. Dazzy looks everywhere for treats. Then I'm going to say, she does not see any treats. So I had to write a little bit smaller to fit that sentence in. She does not see any treats. So friends, maybe you want to start higher than Mrs. Hoffman did. So we'll start higher in our next sentence, maybe about the middle of the paper. So our first page says, Dazzy is looking for a treat. She likes treats. Dazzy looks everywhere for treats. She does not see any treats. Now, sometimes Belle, our other dog, she likes to look for treats too. So in this story, we're going to say, Belle was hiding Dazzy's treats. And I'm going to make an exclamation mark because Dazzy probably wasn't happy about that. So it says, Belle was hiding Dazzy's treats. When we talk about somebody and we're talking about something they have, we put what's called an apostrophe S on the end. So we could say Michael's bed, Dazzy's treats. So we're going to put an apostrophe S on the end because we're talking about something that is hers. Then to end our story, we're going to say, then Dazzy found her treats. So that's how our story ends, and we'll put another exclamation mark. Then Dazzy found her treats. So remember, our story has to have a title. So make your story have a title. You have to put your name on the bottom because you are the author and the illustrator. Then the first part of your story. Dazzy is looking for a treat. She likes treats. Dazzy looks everywhere for treats. She does not see any treats. Belle was hiding Dazzy's treats. Then Dazzy found her treats. So we had a beginning, we had a middle, and an end. You need to have those parts if you are writing a story. So tomorrow I'm going to show you my illustrations. That means my pictures for Dazzy's story. So I want you to do the same. If you did Dazzy's story with me, I want you to draw the pictures of Dazzy and Belle. And if you did your own story, then I want you to draw pictures that go with your story. So writing can be lots of fun, especially when we write stories.